Good afternoon, everyone. Before we begin our celebration, I ask that you please stand to join me in a moment of silence to honor those who did not come home. Please remain standing for the presenting of the colors and our national anthem. Gentlemen, I ask that you please remove your hats, and veterans, I invite you to salute the flag. Let's give a quick round of applause to the Army ROTC. Please have a seat, folks. With the ROTC program, our students are hopping with a wide range of things this week. So to carve out time, we're very, very appreciative. Okay, usually when I begin the veteran convocation, I'll say something, and I kind of, sometimes I get a little bit of lukewarm, sometimes I get a little bit of energy. I feel today that I'm going to get the most energy that I've ever asked for. So we ready for that? Okay. Good afternoon. All right. All right. That's tops right there. Well done. Well done. Well, good afternoon, veterans, friends, distinguished guests, both in person and through Zoom. We have folks joining us through our virtual VSC today. My name is Pete Yonka, and I serve as the Director for Veteran and Military Services. And I would like to welcome you to our Spring 2022 Veterans Convocation. Veterans Today is about honoring you through your determination, your persistence, your grit. You've earned your degree. You've reached your goal. I'm a humble civilian, and it's truly an honor to serve this community and work with you as you pursue your academic endeavors. As I've reflected on this past year and actually a couple of years, there are really three particular areas that I wanted to share with you, certain aspects that to me make this community amazing. And I'd like to share those with you right now. One of them, the first that I'd like to share, is you embrace the juggle. Yeah, how many times have you had to juggle family, work, your education? Pretty challenging in a lot of different ways, especially those who have little ones. As we were trying to learn this whole remote learning, you're actually teaching your little ones how to try to do that. No small task. The work. A number of you have transitioned into civilian jobs. We also have a number of folks who are serving in active duty. The start of the last couple of years has been really challenging, and you got through it. And then the school piece. It's not just about the assignments. It's about integrating into this university setting. A number of our students are transfer students, first-gen students. A lot of moving parts to learn and figure out. Not only did you do it, you did it well. The second thing I'd like to share is your authentic disposition. I worked on that one. That was it. AKA, you keep it real. You keep it real. I've learned, you all have taught me, that if you don't want to know what a veteran thinks, don't ask. Don't ask. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You're also willing to hear alternative perspectives. You are the most diverse community here at NAU, across the board, hands down. And you're able to see, listen, hear, share in a very civil and meaningful way. And I'm honored to be able to see that on a daily basis. And you do that with a respectful approach. The third thing that I'd like to share, and this is the part that my staff knows I might get allergies, so concern for others. Our systems, our services are better because of you. I don't know how many times we've had a veteran work through a situation that we didn't know about and then come to us and say, hey, I just want to let you know so we can fix this now so nobody else has to go through this. That's something that's amazing about this community. I've been in higher education for over 25 years. This community does it well. It's the little things too, the reaching out to others, that, hey, here's my phone number. It's the gift basket you put together when your buddy's struggling. In this community, when you ask, how you doing? You listen. You listen. So, yeah, I tell you, the wind's killing me. So these three items, these three aspects, these three nuances are something that I wanted to celebrate with you today and share with you how amazing this community is because of that. So not only does today give us a chance to honor what you have done in the classroom with your education, but the amazing way you've helped lift this university to be a better place. So I want to say both thank you and congratulations. All right. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of NAU, Dr. Jose Luis Cruz Rivera. From day one of his tenure, he has made a concerted effort to learn about our student community and to celebrate our accomplishments together. It is my distinct privilege to invite this gentleman to the podium to share his insight with us. Ladies and gentlemen, President Cruz Rivera.
I think I need to start out by congratulating the class of 2022. Let's give them a big round of applause. It is really a pleasure for me to be here with you today, celebrating this important accomplishment in your lives with you, your family, your friends, your faculty, your mentors, and of course, the great team of our Office of Veteran and Military Services under Director Pete Yanka. Let's give them a big round of applause. They truly, with the help of all of our student veterans, have been instrumental in ensuring that NAU is nationally recognized as one of the best veteran serving institutions, and for that we are grateful. As you all know, Northern Arizona University is home to a large number of veterans who choose to study and work here. Each of you brings your own story to campus. You enrich our classrooms, our laboratories, our student organizations, and our workplace with a new, unique perspective and a set of skills that you learned during your time of service. And of course, we're all grateful for the sacrifice and service that you have provided to our country and our university, and the way that your families have supported you throughout. I have several family members who are veterans and have had an opportunity to see really how the resilience, the persistence, the ambition, the generosity that you all bring to a university, what that looks like. And for that, we're really grateful. We also must recognize that many of you are trailblazers in another way, in a very important way, which is you're probably first among your families to get a college degree. So let's give it up for those who are first gen students as well. And I know from speaking to some of you earlier today that many of you, and I think this is part of the program, will be identifying those who have been particularly helpful in your ability to get to this day and to be able to walk the stage tomorrow or on Saturday to get your degree. It may be family, it may be friends, or it may be faculty or staff members. So let's give them a big round of applause. And of the many convocations that I have the privilege of attending, and there's 5 more to go today, this is particularly special in so far that it's always difficult for me to follow Director Pete Yanka because he's in there with you day in and day out. And so I don't have very insightful words to provide to you, but I do know that by being here, I'm showing just a small level of appreciation for all that you do. And I appreciate the opportunity to do so. You have left your mark here at NAU. Your legacy will serve forever as a catalyst for change for the better at NAU, for your community, the community you represent, and as Director Yanka mentioned, because of the diversity you bring. Beyond being veterans, you bring other identities and perspectives to our university that are invaluable. So, do not delay the big event of the day. Let me just say that I so much look forward to hearing your names called over the loudspeakers of the legendary Sky Dome as you walk the stage tomorrow or on Saturday, knowing that your name will forever be linked to the proud lumberjack community. Thank you, and go Jacks.
Thank you, President Cruz Rivera, for your words and your carving out time to be with us. Speaking of juggling, thank you. Thank you. We got ourselves a little bit of a rowdy bunch here today. I like it. I like it. All right. We are going to do something a little bit special this convocation because over the last couple of years, we really haven't had a chance to thank some people who were with us and then moved on to their next path in life, so to speak. And so today we're going to be acknowledging them through some service awards. The last couple of years have been extremely challenging. Talk about obvious there. These challenges have ranged from COVID to Afghanistan to Ukraine. Stresses and uncertainty of these events hit this community in a particular way that few may understand. We gotten through it and are getting through it by leaning on some amazing people, our student staff of VMS. They embraced our departmental non-negotiable of serving our students together to the best of our ability. Our student staff leaned into that and demonstrated it each and every day. Because of the pandemic, we didn't get a chance to properly say thank you to these folks. So today we're going to be recognizing these graduates, both past and present, who are part of the VMS team. And to this amazing staff, I cannot thank you enough for your dedication that you brought to your roles. Each and every one of you are truly, truly phenomenal people. Okay, we're going to start. We got a number of folks that are zooming in on us. So we're going to start with Amanda Corpus. Amanda. Hello. Amanda majored in criminology and criminal justice with minors in military science and sociology. She is an intelligence analyst at Amazon and a signal officer in the Arizona National Guard. Amanda, thank you. Okay, next, Mr. Steve Marin. Or not. We have to, yes, he has little ones. So, hey, there he is. Steve graduated with a bachelor's of science in political science and is working his way into law school at the moment. And while he's moving that direction, he is working with a veteran operating gym in Montana and is working at Cabela's at the moment. So thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Nick Pollard. There he is. All right. Nick. Nick was a Parks and Recreation Management major, and he now serves veterans in a whole new role. He serves as a Veterans Benefits Counselor through Arizona Department of Veterans Services. His service continues. Thank you, Nick. I don't know if this is, okay, I'm going to take a chance. I'm extremely excited about Nick. We just found out he's expecting a baby in October. So, yes. So I got to get that in there. It's awesome. Mr. Kevin Waka. Yeah. This gentleman graduated with an MBA in 2021 and is currently a higher ed colleague working as an academic advisor at Missouri State and Technology. Kevin, thank you for all of your work. Rachel Gologowski. Hey. I haven't seen these folks for quite some time. So Rachel graduated with a bachelor's in hotel and restaurant management and is currently working within the industry with American Queen Steamboat Company. Thanks for carving out some space during your busy day. So thank you, Rachel. Brianna Frenette, you able to make it? Okay. She was juggling quite a few things. So as y'all veterans seem to be pretty busy. So now we have some folks here in person that I know of one. I'm going to take a chance. Did Jeremy Musgrove get a chance to come in? All right, get up here. Good, sir. Oh, I need to brag on you. I need to brag on you. Okay, Jeremy graduated with a degree in environmental sciences and now serves as also as a colleague here at NAU as a student development coordinator for IHD right here. So awesome. And Mr. David Harmon, are you here? There he is. Yes. It's funny, I see David everywhere. I was at a track meet, my daughter's track meet down in, where was that? Sedona. And I'm looking around, I'm like, I think I know that guy. So David has served with us. Well, you've always been a part of the department since 2011, I would say, in some capacity. And so he's gotten different roles within the university or within the community, serving veterans each and every step of the way. So it's truly been an honor to have him be a part of this team. And he is earning his master's degree in social work. So awesome. So congratulations. All right, so those were former, and I just have to get, where is Ron? Is Ron Allen? I just have to say, I know he snuck in. He worked with us for a number of years, and I also just want to say thank you for all the work that you did. You were doing all the heavy lifting with the Veterans Mentoring Program early on, so he's really one of the impetus folks that made it happen. So Ron, thank you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Lori Jordan.
And our wonderful stage manager, Zach Nelson. Has switched the microphone? Yes. Good. Thank you. My name is Lori Jordan, and as the manager at the Veteran Success Center, before we present the beautiful stoles to our graduates, I do want to recognize our current students that have been working with us and that are going to be walking tomorrow or Saturday. So I have the absolute pleasure to recognize these fine students. They have made a difference in their own future here as they're getting their degree, but also through their employment at the Veteran Success Center. They've made a difference in the educational experience of their fellow NAU military connected students. So I would like to call each one of you up. The first graduating VSC student staff member that we would like to recognize is Mr. Brandon Whiterock. So now I get to talk about you. Now I get to talk about you. So Brandon, Brandon was introduced to us through David Harmon. Thank you, David, because this guy is a gem. He serves his community, the veteran community, and the NAU military community in so many ways. His passion for advocacy stems from his family and especially from his grandma, who's sitting over here. Brandon is the son of Lori Paestua, first woman in the US Army to lose her life during the 2003 invasion of Iraq, and the first Native American woman in history to die in combat while serving in the US military. Brandon continues to be a positive influence on high school students. He actually goes to high schools And he shares his story of resilience to different high schools across the country and what it means to serve as a veteran, as a child of a veteran. Shanoa. So while Brandon is graduating with a degree in exercise science, I often say this to you, right? That I wonder really what's in store for you, because you have so many talents, right? Your role at the VSC, you have shown that you are an event planner extraordinaire. That's right. He is an advocacy and he builds a community. So Brandon stepped in when we needed somebody to cover the Indigenous program, the liaison program. David was there first, and then we needed to find another veteran to fill that spot. And Brandon came in, and to our surprise, he knocked it out of the park, right? He brought speakers in. I was so surprised from all over the place to, to come to campus and share their stories to NAU students and to build that bridge of understanding of the military connected student experience. So Brandon, while exercise science could probably be your jam, I believe it. You're power lifter, right? Yeah. I feel that you also have many diverse opportunities that may find you when you least expect it. So I'd like to say that we're going to miss you at the VSC, but Pete just gave him a gig for this summer, so we have him for a little bit longer. Yep. But when that time comes, you really are, it's going to be a void in the VSC. So I want to present this, or we rather want to present this Certificate Veteran and Military Services Certificate of Excellence Award for your unwavering commitment to serving our students. Get up here. We'll send it to you. Okay. So the next graduate that I do want to say that Penny should be up here as well. Is she already in Germany? Okay. So we loved working with Penny. She was amazing, but she's not here today. So I am going to have the privilege of moving on to our next graduate, recognizing Ben Lederer. So Ben has worked at the VSC for several terms, and he has grown his skills every single term. At the beginning, we gave him a certificate, right? He always got the folks that were a little bit angry. We're like, what's going on with that? He handled it, and then each term he handled it even better and better. But now through that, he has served as a VetJack peer mentor for Flagstaff veterans, and then he jumped onto the remote bandwagon, and he served as a VetJack for our fully online remote students. Then he became our guy for everything else, right? So projects, Salesforce guru, bouncing ideas off of on, processes, helping me with LinkedIn. So you just kicked back the whole way. Ben, along with his good friend, Nick Polly, if he's still on the line, Nick Pollard, we call him Polly, is the reason the Veteran and Military Services now host the annual NAU Welcome Week event centered on his beloved sport of what? Disc golf. Mm-hmm. And it's called Party in the Pines. Happens every Welcome Week, so please join us for that. Ben is one that you can count on to, again, bounce ideas off of you, and your efficiency is top notch. Like Kevin Waka, too, you too. He will be very missed as he embarks on his next journey of marriage to Kelsey, a new job with USI as an insurance broker, moving to Kentucky, and buying a house all this summer. Ben, I know you're going to do awesome in all of these milestones, but I hope you know you're going to be very, very missed around here. Thank you. And you have this for you. Same certificate. Come on up here, Ben. I mean, Pete. Okay. The next graduate I would like to recognize is Mr. Nick Munoz. Right. Get up here. Okay. Nick has been connected with the Veteran Success Center since his very first term here as a brand new student at NAU. He, and, just coming to NAU, having served active duty and also serving in the National Guard, Army National Guard, I do know that, not the reserves, Army National Guard. He took on a huge emotional burden as he supported a fellow veteran student who was experiencing severe emotional crisis. Nick volunteered his time literally day and night to help because this is your nature, right? So of course, we had to offer him a job, right? Can you just work here then? And since then, he has served excellently as a peer mentor, a peer Jack mentor called Vet Jack. And he's also worked to resolve VA benefit issues and help with social media. That one you did was amazing. And for all the military connected students, helping them throughout resolve some issues. Nick is one that will brighten up a room and he'll make people feel welcome. In doing so, he has built a culture of major competitive ping pong over at the VSC. So he, along with Zach Hamilton, bring their own ping pong paddle. So it's serious when they bring out their ping pong. This year, we recently did a tournament. We've done it for a couple seasons called PCC Pool, Mario Kart, and Ping Pong. Paddles, keys, and controllers. Thank you very much. And Nick has proudly been the champion for how many seasons? Two. That's right. That's right. But more importantly, he has used this activity to help students feel connected to NAU, to the student experience, and to the VSC. Nick's amazing writing skills, he really does have amazing writing skills, his fun-loving personality, and his peer mentorship will be truly missed as he embarks on his next journey in medical school, as he continues to live by his values of kindness and helpfulness and service. You're gonna be crazy missed, dude. Totally missed. And no, we gave that one up. Thank you. Okay, finally, last but not least, we'd like to recognize Mr. Carlos Zavala, my favorite last name. So Carlos has worked at the VSC for several terms as well. And let me tell you something about Carlos. He is the time management king. So I don't know how he does it. Carlos works more hours in the Veteran Success Center than most people. He usually will throw 20 hours just randomly, give us those hours or more. He's part of a book club, just in his spare time. Thought he'd do a book club. He participated in fraternity life, right? Yep. He gets great grades in finance. He is the president of the NAU Student Veterans of America Club. And oh yeah, I forgot. He also serves in the Army National Guard. And he just finished that in March. So for that. What's that? You're free. You're free. And he never, to my knowledge, sneaks to do homework while he's working at the VSC. Instead, he supports his peers as a Vet Jack peer mentor. He is my go-to number checker, and he jumps anything else that's needed. Here's a fun fact about Carlos that I have to share because it's really awesome. I think you probably know what I'm going to share because I always say, that's crazy. Carlos learned English in basic training. Army basic training, which is incredible. The funny thing is that Carlos is so sweet that he doesn't cuss in Spanish, but he learned a lot of cuss words in basic training. And so he uses it in English. But I haven't really heard you cuss, but it's just amazing. You have it under control. Good. What is next for Carlos is good news for us because he's continuing on to his MBA and here at NAU through the accelerated program. So we get to have him for a few more hours of the week. And you certainly have a bright future in front of you, Carlos, and there is no doubt about that. And you are truly a valued member of our VMS family. So, yeah.
All right, one of the most exciting times of this event for us is the presentations of the stoles. So we're going to begin that right now. Veterans, as we call your name, we ask you come to the front of the room and we will be presenting your stole and getting a picture with you. So I'm going to turn it over to Lori Jordan.
Thank you, Pete. I'm honored to be here again to celebrate this proud moment of awesome lifetime milestones of achieving your degrees. We have over 100 graduates graduating this year, service members graduating, 100 of them. And we have about 31 in attendance and a couple sprinkled in that graduated last year that we're going to sneak through. That's an incredible turnout this year. I'm really excited. And I'm excited that we're going to have some folks on Zoom as well. I do want to give a big thank you to our NAU staff and faculty and alumni who continue to be a positive impact on the success of our military students by way of advocacy, resource connections, direct educational support, or just by being cheerleaders. So we thank you. And to the family, we thank all of you. So when we begin, we are going to have you walk up. Please make your way up here. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to read what the screen says. So if you wouldn't mind holding your applause until after we stole them. I don't know if that's right. That would work probably well. So we'll just wait for that. And then because some of our students are all over the country, as Pete mentioned, and we have some folks that are online, we're going to do it just the same. And if we're just going to assume that they are online and give them a round of applause as well. So our first student is Emerald Arnold. Oh. That's going to be a tough one. So if we wait for the applause, and I'll just read it and then we'll applause later. Wow, that was really, I'm going to read it. And then, so for Emerald, she currently serves active duty in the Navy, and she is retiring after 23 years in September. Emerald is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Psychology with a minor in Sociology. She would like to thank her family for their love and support. Her family over there, all that huge family right there. Thank you. Zachary Baldenegro is online on Zoom. He served in the Air Force. Zachary is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Forestry. So he's probably online. And then we'll go ahead, and if the folks that are online, if you're coming to commencement tomorrow, we will have a table set up and we will give you your stole. If you're not at commencement tomorrow or Saturday, we will definitely mail that to you because you were present today and we appreciate you being here. Our next graduate is Garrett Billy. Served in the Army, Garrick is graduating with a Bachelor's in Interdisciplinary Studies, Industrial Leadership. He would like to thank his son, Jacoby, his parents, his mentor, Dr. McGuire, his fellow comrades, his leadership from the military, all of his family, his influential friends, work colleagues, and classmates. Good job. Next, we have Marcus Boyd. Marcus served in the Army and graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Elementary Education. Next, we have V. Cahoki. He served in the Marine Corps. He is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Construction Management and a minor in Business Administration. He credits his success to the love and support of his spouse, his loving family. His words of wisdom: you're not too old to go back to school. You're never too old to to better yourself. If you can do it, anyone can. I love that. Very good. Next, we have Daniel Collins, which I believe is who's joining us through Zoom. He served in the Army and is graduating with a master's degree to become a family nurse practitioner. Next is Eva Garlick. Served in the Air Force, Eva is graduating with a BBA in Business Administration with an emphasis in human resources. Eva would like to thank her parents, Lydia and Margarito Sanchez, for their support all of the support over the years. Next is Hannah Girl. Hannah is currently serving in the Air Force. She's graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, and she would like to thank her family for traveling thousands of miles today to attend. I love this. They have been her #1 supporter since day one, and credits her success to them and their support. Next is Tanya Gonzalez. Tanya served in the Army and is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Political Science and a minor in Public Relations. She would like to thank her son, Nicholas, for his love and support. She continues to give back to her fellow service members, veterans, and their families and her community. Next, we have Kaylin Hannah. Kaylin serves currently in the Army National Guard. Kaylin is graduating with a Bachelor's in Science in Forestry and a certificate in Wildlife Management. Her words of wisdom: don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do anything, not even yourself. Commit yourself to your goals and you can make it to the top. Next is David Harmon. This is round 2, getting a stole round 2 for David. Served in the Marine Corps. David is graduating with a Master's of Social Work now. He would like to thank God, his family, supporters, and mentors who have guided him through this journey. He honors his fallen brothers who he had the honor to meet. Michael Hopper. Michael served in the Navy and is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management. He would like to thank his family for supporting him throughout his educational career. Next is Joseph Kohout. So Joseph served in the Army Reserves, but he just got it out in March, just like Carlos. So good job. Joseph is graduating with a master's degree to become a family nurse practitioner. He would like to express his appreciation to those who were instrumental to his success, including the NAU Veteran Success Center. Next is Brianna Keener. She currently serves in the Air Force Reserves. Brianna is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Construction Management and a minor in Business Administration. She would like to thank her husband, Nathan Keener, for his support. Bring up Benjamin Lederer again. Ben served in the Marine Corps. He is graduating with a BSBA in finance. He would like to thank his family, his fiancee, Chelsea, and her family for their continued support. Next is David Lesbrance, who I believe is online via Zoom. David served in the Army and is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Criminology and Criminal Justice with a minor in military leadership. Next is Tammy Malvin. Tammy served in the Army and is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Biomedical Science and minors in, get this, chemistry, psychology, social science, and forensics. So Tammy wants to thank her husband for always supporting her through this journey. Next, we have Nicholas Munoz. So he currently serves. Wait, say it again. What did you say? So Nicholas Munoz serves in the Army National Guard for 4 more days. He is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Biology. He would like to thank the Veterans Center for help, love, and support they have provided. No organization at this portion of his life holds higher esteem in his eyes. Oh, so sweet. Next is Paul Muratore. And oh, good. Paul served in the Army and is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a minor in biology. Awesome. Next is Jeremy Musgrove. Jeremy served in the Marine Corps and is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science, graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Environmental Sciences with an emphasis in Environmental Management and a Bachelor's of Arts in Modern Languages with an emphasis in Spanish. He was in the IGP program, which is a tough program. He would like to thank his mom and his sister who supported him, and Dora, who supported Dora, your dog, who supported you through college. Special shout out to the CHM 152 SI, Sophie, for helping him pass that class. That's awesome. Next is Savannah Noel. I think she's coming via Zoom. She served in the Navy, and Savannah is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Health Science and Public Health. Next is Ryan Ortiz. Yeah. Ryan served in the Navy and is graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in Spanish with a minor in Latin American Studies. He would like to express his appreciation for the GI Bill benefits and his mother for encouraging him to pursue a degree. Hey, Mom, yes. Oh, you're a retired Army? All right. Keep it in the family. Woohoo. Good, good, good. Next is Lacey Perry. Lacey served in the Air Force and is graduating with a master's in organizational leadership She would like to thank her family and especially her daughters who did their homework right alongside her each night, and her husband for his endless encouragement and support. Love that. Next, coming to us through Zoom is Enrique. Let me just do it. I got it. Enrique Priego. I think I got that. Good. He served in the Navy, and Enrique was graduating with a doctorate in occupational therapy. And he would like to thank God for leading him here. Next is Cole Sennett. Cole served in the Army and is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Forestry. Cole is continuing to his Master's of Wildlife Biology, actually. Good job. Next is Moises Vallejo. Served in the Marine Corps, Moises is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice and a minor in Spanish. He would like to thank everyone for their support on this long journey. Next, coming to us via Zoom, Chelsea Wood. Served in the Army, Chelsea is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Health Science, Public Health. She would like to thank all the staff and instructors at NAU, with a special thank you to the Veteran Success Center for all of their support throughout her time here. Next is Misty Wood. Woohoo! Navy, Misty served in the Navy, is graduating with, or graduated already with a bachelor, graduating.
August.
Okay, right on. With a Bachelor's of Science in Parks and Recreation Management. She would like to thank everyone at the Veteran Success Center, particularly Zach and Pete. Apparently Zach is on speed dial.
You are.
Then last but not least, Carlos Zavala. Carlos served in the Army and the Army National Guard. He's graduating with a BSBA in finance. He would like to thank everyone at the Veteran Success Center. In a time when everything was confusing and challenging, they provided the help he needed and gave him the place where he could feel comfortable. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I would like to ask if I missed anybody. Is anybody sneaking in? Okay. And we're definitely going to do a photo, and you can also do family photos as well. And if we have time for that, but my job is done here. Bianca.
Lori's like, yeah.
I'm like, water.
All right. Can you all hear me? Okay, good. Wonderful. All right. Thank you, Lori. And congratulations, veterans. I would like to take a quick moment to acknowledge folks. Really, this is a team across the board. And I want to also acknowledge the families that put so much support into our veterans' success. So to the families, to the friends, to all the folks that stepped up and lent a helping hand and a word of encouragement, I want to acknowledge you right now and say thank you. Okay. Anybody a little competitive in here? Anybody? A little bit? A little bit? No? No? Okay. On a serious note, I do want to say that Arizona as a state is very, very supportive of our military connected communities and well known throughout the nation for what we do within our communities and within higher education in particular. And so when I say thank you, I'm saying thank you to folks within the community, within NAU. Every level of support helped us support our veterans. So I want to say thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. It's not often that I get a chance to share that objectively, like having folks measure how we've done in supporting you. We don't get a chance to do that too often, but this year I wanted to share a little bit. How many folks have heard about Best for Vets rankings? Anybody hear about that a little bit? I'd have to say it's the most comprehensive evaluation process, and they take a look at how we do as a university, not just as a department, but as a university in supporting our veterans. And so as I'm sharing this information, it really is a tribute to each and every one of our faculty and staff that have stepped up and helped in any capacity. It really is it's a group team acknowledgement. So I wanted to share a few things. And so we've got some great universities that are colleagues in serving our veterans, and I want to give them a nod too. So I'd like to start with, when you get into the top 50 nationally, it's kind of a big deal. It's pretty solid performance. And so, you know, I want to acknowledge our first school, Arizona State University. They got to 38, and that's great folks. And so they're really working hard and making some changes down there to best serve the veterans. So getting into the top 50, top 40s it's really good. Getting into the top 20 is really nationally, that really jumps out. And so when folks see that ranking, that's really good. So Zach, do you mind? U of A did a phenomenal job getting to 14. That's really, really good people down there and working really hard. We just happen to have a friendly competition. I grew up in Ohio, and our perspective was, if you're going to knock somebody down, stick your hand out and pick them up with a smile. So that's kind of so getting to the next level, you get to the top 10. It's pretty phenomenal. And all joking aside, I have the utmost respect. We did this. We did this. And it doesn't happen every day. I think this is the first time an Arizona University broke the top 10. And so, yes, it's nice to get the accolades. Yes, it's great that it's recognized. But the thing each and every day that we get that this doesn't measure is to work with you all each and every day, from faculty, staff to students. I'm truly blessed to be able to do this. And so thought you might be interested a little bit in that. And it's a reflection of all the hard work, the team, the university, and our students. So students, we are going to have pictures. We'll have a backdrop ready. So we're going to get a group picture first, and then you can have, we're going to get some professional pictures with your family and friends if you'd like. So we'll be doing that here in a little bit. Go on the stairs. Okay. You all going to head to the stairs? And so with that said, veterans, I want to take a moment and say I'm truly grateful for your time here at NAU. I truly am. As you move to your next phase of life, I have no doubt you'll continue to make a positive impact on your future communities. So as you prepare for your next phase of your journey, I want to wish you all the best, and you and your families Godspeed. Thank you. All right. That concludes our celebration, picture time, and there's food in the back. Please grab some. Cake.
You're like, what? You're like, I'm back to cake.
After you get your picture on the stairs, if you would like to have a picture with you and your family or by yourself in front of your slide, you just come to us.